tech companies adopt a new narrative to tell you that they are firing people because AI tools or AI technology at some part of the business is making them be more productive, and therefore they can replace people or have less people in their employee from an employee perspective in the company because now AI will help or will solve all those problems. But I want to expose a little bit that maybe the narrative, the story, is not connecting with the real data. Let's try to understand that, okay? Oxford Economics, one of the most respected consulting firms in the world, just published a new report that is actually it's putting some very nice spicy on the discussion around AI productivity and layoffs. Because check those numbers. In the first 11 months of 2025, companies officially blamed AI for around 50, between 50 to 60,000 layoffs. That was only 4.5% of the total layoffs, of course, but it's still something that should call our attention, okay? Because all those companies, they are blaming AI or they are using AI as the excuse because now they can be more productive. So what you can expect is that after some time, if you are replacing people saying that AI is helping you to increase your productivity and you're reducing your costs, the math here is quite simple. After some time, you should have in your results the productivity increasing with the relation of the cost that you cut in the company, right? But this is not happening. Companies are just practicing what this report is calling AI washing, or what it means. They are using innovation to call that productivity is increasing while they're actually solving another management or planning problem in their companies. Maybe they were growing too much over a period of time, and now they need to, fix that growth because the growth line is not always steady, going up as you expect in your business to be. The reality is much different. You grow a lot over a period of time. Tech companies, they grew a lot during pandemic, for example, because people were moving home. They had to have more technology available to make the economy working across the road. So tech companies, they hired a lot of people during pandemic actually. But over the time, of course, the need for those people was not the same because the demand from the market was not the same as well. So that was actually a kind of logical flaw. You had all those people being hired because you expected the business to attend to support this kind of demand, but now you don't need them anymore. And instead of just moving ahead and saying that you didn't had a good planning and now you need to fix it, you have the perfect excuse, right? You have AI right now that you can say that is improving your productivity in a way that you can just cut part of your employees' number. The thing here, as always, and that is the reason why I want to always reflect a little bit on this podcast, there is always a question in the air because there is no question that AI is helping companies, business professionals to be more productive. But what it actually means, productivity in this case, because doing faster the wrong thing is not being productive, it's just being faster in the wrong thing. There is no question that if you don't understand if you are working on the right thing to increase the value that your company work and therefore the productivity, which is the ratio between the hours and the effort that you put on building something that will deliver value to your customer and they are going to pay you for that. If you don't understand the relation here, anything that you work faster to move ahead with a solution that is maybe the wrong one is not going to change anything in the value generation you have. I totally understand. You should understand that as well. That once you deliver faster, you validate things or you test things also faster, and the feedback will come back to your business in a way that you're going to discover what you should be working next. So the feedback relation here for sure is improving a lot once you start delivering things faster. But just doing more and faster doesn't mean anything. And this report from Oxford, I think, will at least start a very good discussion Because without conclusions, without saying that companies are doing it, all those companies are doing this for the wrong reason, or confirm that they are doing this just for the narrative, just to uh, create a good story for a bad management, and then organize all those results again for the company and make Wall Street happy. Well, the point is, it's too early to conclude because AI is just now starting to show some very good and very interesting cases where productivity and results in some business start to grow because of AI application inside the business. So we have very good use cases and reality, which is tangible, that we can see that this is happening, okay? But it's not happening the same speed of growth from a productivity perspective that will justify all those layoffs. And this is the moment for the reflection. So without concluding anything now, I want to come back to the perspective of your career here, because we need to be careful with narratives or how a story is being presented to you, not only from a company, but from any kind of perspective. Politics, for example, they are very good on that. Just the tone in their voice can make you have a specific conclusion that they want you to have, because this is the storytelling that they are building to put something in your mind. And if you're not careful, if you're not understanding the human relationship behind all those provocations or stories or everything that is coming to your mind, there's a strong and bad chance in this case is that will make you take the wrong conclusions. All those companies, they are blaming AI for their layoffs. Maybe they have something else. And if you don't stop for a while and look to real results, what is going on, you're probably going to believe in that. But then you need to get all the data to understand what exactly is going on. And in the case of, back to the career question, what is the story that I am also telling people that maybe is just a narrative? Because I know that many people leave a company just saying that they are moving to a new challenge, they need to feel the growth, but in the reality, they just want to change their boss. Or you accept a new challenge inside the same company, and you create this narrative that you want to learn something new, but you just actually want to move away from a colleague that you have. This is common. This is how things work. This is how the game is played. You build narratives, you build stories that will create a better perspective on something that you are doing, and the companies, they can do the same. But we need to be smarter and always read the things on the right way. So the reflection, or the final reflection on this topic, would be how you are looking to those different kind of stories and having your conclusions. Not the conclusion they want you to have, but the conclusion that made you make you learn something from the different kind of lessons around you.